Hey guys! So this week I didn't really have time to do an actual art video. I usually film them on Sundays, but this Sunday I was constantly busy throughout the whole day. So this week I'm just going to talk, actually. A few months ago, maybe just a couple months ago, I received a question over DM on Instagram, and it was basically about why I do art and why I have an Instagram account to post my art on. And I thought it was worth sharing my thoughts about it with you guys publicly on a video. So this is going to be really improvised, but here we go. Okay, so as I said, the question was basically, why do I have an art account? And the person who asked said that they only draw because they hadn't posted for a while. That was like their only motivation for drawing, and they didn't know if it was worth all the time and effort and if they were gaining anything through that account. So they wondered why I had an art account. So I'm just going to kind of read my answer for you guys. So for me, it's several things. When I first started the account, I actually got the idea from my friend Sabrina, and she had an art account. And so I just wanted a place to post my art, kind of like an online portfolio to share with friends and family. And as it grew and as I became more serious about my art, I realized that it could actually be the base for my business, because I have always wanted to be a professional artist and make my living off of that. So I thought, hey, that's a great way to start up my art business and start getting my stuff out there. Another thing that it has been good for me is witnessing, because I am a Christian and I want to show people that through my art, and I feel like that can be my ministry. Some things that I have struggled with it was getting too prideful. I don't want it to be all about me, people being like, oh, you're so amazing, and the thing is they do, and of course I enjoy those. I like getting complimented, but I don't want it to get to my head. I don't want to get too prideful. I want to remember that this gift that I have is from God, and He was gracious enough to give me the ability to do art, the talent to draw and paint and all that and be creative, and He wants me to use it for His purpose. So I don't want to use it to just try to gain glory for myself. And I still even struggle with that sometimes. I've also struggled with spending too much time on there. Instagram should not be my whole life. It should be a part of my life that I use for something good, but I don't overindulge on. And so I've struggled with that as well. But I am getting better, and I'm getting better at not spending as much time on there, and still trying to find a way to glorify God through my art. And you know, every now and then I will draw these pictures that have some spiritual meaning for me that I feel like I should share with you guys, and so that's kind of a start in the right direction. But besides all of the starting up my business, sharing my art with people, another reason I have an Instagram account is because it's fun, and it opens up new opportunities, such as this YouTube channel that I started, talking to other artists. I've done contests with other artists and made new friends, and also having my art criticized in bad ways and good ways. I can still use them to make me a better artist. And last but not least, being able to spread my ideas and work with other people. So that's why I have an Instagram account. So the next question this person asked me is, why do we do art and what do we gain from it? And my first answer to the question, first of all, I assumed that she's talking about drawing, painting, creating just in general, music, poetry, etc., etc., etc. And so if you ask different people, they will give you different reasons. But one huge reason for me is that, like I mentioned God before, and He gave me this talent. He gives us the ability to create. We were made to want to create new things. I mean, look at all the technology we have nowadays, all the art, all the new things that are coming out because we are made to do that. And so for me, I'm made to create beautiful art and add beauty to the world through that art. He gave us his creative spirit, and so yeah, we just kind of take after that. Another big reason I do art is to express myself. It helps me get out my feelings and get out my ideas. You probably heard me talking about this in my last video. I said I was going through kind of a rough time, and so I was able to draw something to get that out and get out what I'm feeling, and it helped me to process things. So that's another huge reason why I do that. It's just I love being able to take what's in my head and get it out on paper, through painting, through music even. I enjoy music. So that's a great way to express myself, through art. And of course it relaxes me. One of my favorite things to do in the afternoon when I have nothing to do, I just like to draw and just listen to music while I draw and just be lost in my own little world of art. And that's one of my favorite things to do. So, what do we gain through art? We get the satisfaction of creating something with our own hands. We get the satisfaction of putting our heart into whatever we did, the picture, the painting, the piece of music, and we get to make other people happy through that. Or sad, but in a good way, just because it's good to get our emotions out, and if somebody else sees that, they can empathize with that, and they can see that that's a good way to kind of put their emotions together with something visual. So I hope that makes sense. As I said, this is very improvised, but yeah, I mean, I like making sad things once in a while. It's human. Human emotions are all important, and they're all important to get out. And as I mentioned before, but this is the last thing I told this person about the point of doing art. God gives us talents for using for Him and to use to bring others closer to Him and just make the world a better place through those talents. And so I definitely want Him to use me and my artistic talent to do His work. So it gives me joy, it makes me happy, and it does all these other wonderful things for me. And I hope you learned a little bit more about me and why I do art. And thanks for watching and bearing with me. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!